this question explains how to calculate the standardized test scores, right? So the idea is simple. When you have y is your score, and then m is the mean, so the average score is subtracted, m divided by, the difference is divided by the standard deviation. This measures how far your test score deviate from the mean, right? In terms of standard deviation, like if your score is greater than the mean, it'll be positive, lower than negative. And you have 6 test scores. From this, I'd like to standardize the score of 85. Okay, so the idea is simple. 85 minus mean over standard deviation is what we need. So we need to calculate mean and we need to calculate standard deviation. How do we do that? Before doing that, remember, I will use sample version formula for the variance and standard deviation. Okay, keep that in mind. I will calculate the mean first. We have data like this. So 85 plus 60 plus 90 plus 60 plus 90 plus 95 is the sum and divided by 6, right? There are 6 outcomes. So you will get 80. That is the mean. This is the average, right? This is the mean. Now we are going to calculate the standard deviation. So we are going to subtract the mean from each of the outcomes, each of the observations, right? 85 becomes plus 5 if you subtract 80, and 60 becomes minus 20, and 90 becomes plus 10, and 60 becomes minus 20 again, plus 10 again, and plus 15, right? I got 6 different numbers after the transformation, and I will square them. 25, 400, and 100, 400, 100, and 225. So remember, these are deviations and these are squared deviations, right? I am going to calculate the variance by adding the squared deviations and divide by n-1. Remember, we are using sample formula, that is the denominator must be n-1. And in our case, n is 6. There are 6 observations, so we are going to have 5 in the denominator. Okay, so if you calculate that, the numerator is 1250 and you divide it by 5, so the variance equals 250, right? And standard deviation, what we need is standard deviation, that is square root of the variance, so that is square root of 250, and kindly I gave you the number 15.81, right? So then back to our original question, mean was 80 and the standard deviation is 15.81. So the standardized test score for 85 is this. Calculate this, subtract 80 and divide by 15.81, then it's 0.316 something, right? That is the standardized score. It means you are above the mean by 0.3 standard deviation.